Hello students, today we are going to start third chapter triangles, practice set 3.3 of standard 9th mathematics 2. So I am Mrs. Lalita Dhamne and let's see the practice set 3.3. So question number 1 is find the values of x and y using the information given in figure. Find the measures of angle ABD and angle ACD also. Means two things you have to find out, the x and y, value of x and y. And similarly, you have to find out the measure of angle ABD and measure of angle ACD. The figure is already given to you. Let's see the figure. This is the triangle ABC in which AB and AC, the segments are given to you that they are congruent to each other. Measure of angle ABC is given to you of x degree and ACB is given to you of 50 degree. Right? Similarly, the other triangle is also given to you. The figure is look like a kite figure if you observe. Angle sides are congruent to each other, that is given to you. BD is congruent to DC. And similarly, the measure of angle is also given to you. CBD is of 60 degree and BCD is of y degree. So we have to use that all given according to the figure and find out the value of x and y. And similarly, we have to find out the measure of angle ABD and ACD. Means ABD means we have to add the angle ABC and CBD. By angle addition property we can add, right children? Let's see how to prove it. Now triangle ABC and triangle DBC that is given to you. In this triangle AB and AC are congruent, BD and CD are congruent. Angle ABC is of x degree, ACB is of 50 degree. Angle DBC is of 60 degree and DCB is of y degree, that is given to you. To find the value of x and y and measure of angle ABD and measure of angle ACD. Solution, let's take the first triangle ABC in which AB and AC are congruent to each other, that is given to us. And we know that if the sides are congruent, so by the isosceles triangle theorem, the angles are also becomes congruent to each other, opposite angles. So angle ABC and ACB are also congruent to each other by isosceles triangle theorem. Clear? Now the figure is the same figure which I repeat. Now ACB is given to you of 50 degree. Therefore angle ABC is also becomes 50 degree. Because by the isosceles triangle theorem we proved that the angles are also becomes congruent to each other, base angles of isosceles triangle. That is x we are getting as the 50 degree. Now angle CBD is given to us, that is of 60 degree. Now angle ABD, now we can write by angle addition property ABC plus angle CBD by angle addition property. Now substitute all the values. Therefore angle ABD is equal to ABC is of 50 degree, substitute the value. CBD is of 60 degree, right? Substitute the value. So 50 plus 60, that is 110 degree. So here we are getting the first two things, that is x is of 50 degree and measure of angle ABD is of 110 degree. Now take that another triangle DBC in which segment BD and CD are congruent to each other, that is given. Angle DBC is given congruent to angle DCB, same by isosceles triangle theorem. Angle DBC is given to us 60 degree. Therefore, we can say angle DCB and DBC, they both are congruent to each other. We already proved by isosceles triangle theorem. So, the measure of angle DBC is of 60 degree. So, DCB is also become 60 degree. Therefore, that is why is also we can say that it is of 60 degree. Therefore, angle ACD is equal to ACB plus DCB by angle addition property. Substitute the values. ACB is of 50 degree, DCB is of 60 degree. Again we are getting, therefore angle ACD is of 110 degree. So here we are getting all the four values. Measure of angle ACD is of 110 degree. ABD is also of 110 degree. X is of 50 degree and Y is of 60 degree. Now let's see the question number 2 children. The length of hypotenuse of a right angle triangle is of 15 centimeter. Find the length of median on its hypotenuse. Right? Means the what is given to us, the hypotenuse of right angle triangle is given to us, that is 15 centimeter, and we have to just find out the length of the median. Right? So first we will draw the triangle. Suppose this is the triangle ABC, which is a right angle triangle. BD is the median of the right angle triangle. So AD and DC are also becomes congruent to each other because we know that D is the midpoint for the segment AC, and AC is given to you of 15 centimeter. Now given, what is given to us? Triangle ABC, in which angle B is of 90 degree. Hypotenuse AC is given to us, that is 15 centimeter. What we are supposed to find? The length of median on its hypotenuse, that is BD equals to question mark. Solution, let's see the solution. Of course, we can use the property of the median directly over here. The length of the median of its hypotenuse, that is BD. We can say that median is the half of the hypotenuse by the property of the median. Therefore, BD is equal to half of AC. Median जो है वो hypotenuse की क्या होती है? Half होती है. So half of AC is of 15. So half of 15, that is 7.5 centimeter. So by the property of the median, we proved AD and DC are also congruent to each other because D is the midpoint and BD is equal to half of AC. That property we use. So do not forget the property of the median. Now let's see the question number 3, children. In triangle PQR, angle Q is 90 degree, PQ is of 12 units, QR is of 5 units and QS is the median. And we have to find out the length of QS, that is nothing but the median. Triangle is clearly mentioned, it is a right angle triangle, and right angle triangle it forms at angle Q. PQ and QR, that is given to you 12 units and 5 units. So according to that we will draw the figure. So PQR is the right angle triangle. At angle Q it forming the 90 degree, right? And this QS is the median of the right angle triangle, in which PQ is given to you 12 units, QR is of 5 units, right? Q is the 90 degree, and you can see that PS is congruent to SR because S is the midpoint of the segment PR, right? The triangle is right angle triangle given to you, right? Now see, first you write down the given, children, that triangle PQR, angle Q is of 90 degree, PQ is of 12 units, QR is of 5 units, QS is the median. Now to find length of QS, we have to find, means QS is nothing but the median of the right angle triangle. But solution, before starting with the solution, what says the property of the median? Ki QS is the half of the hypotenuse. But if you observe the figure, hypotenuse is not given to you, but the triangle is the right angle triangle. So two sides are mentioned in the right angle triangle. You can find out the third one first. So you can easily find out the hypotenuse by using the Pythagoras theorem. So here we will apply first Pythagoras theorem. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the remaining two sides. This is the statement of the Pythagoras theorem. So according to the statement, apply in the right angle triangle. PQ square plus QR square is equal to PR square. Now substitute the value. PQ is of 12, that is 12 square. QR is of 5, so 5 square. And PR is not given to us, that is the hypotenuse. So 12 square plus 5 square is equal to PR square. So 12 square means 144, 5 square means 25. PR square is as it is. So PR square is equal to 169 we are getting. But we don't want the square on both the sides. We have to take the square root on both sides to remove the square. So after taking the square root on both sides, we are getting PR is of 13 units. So here we are getting the value of PR is of 13 units. That is nothing but the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. We have to find out the median. Therefore, we have to apply the property of the median. The length of the median of its hypotenuse, that is QS, is equal to half of PR. Median is the half of the hypotenuse, that is the property of the median, right? So apply here. PR is of 13, substitute the value. So QS equals to half into 13, that is 6.5 units, right? So here we are getting the QS, that is the median is of 6.5 units. Now question number 4. In the figure, point G is the point of concurrence of the medians of triangle PQR. If GT is given to you 2.5, then length of PG and PT you have to find, right? So figure is given, that is PQR is a triangle, right? PT is the median of the triangle. RS you can write any name to that median. RS is the another median you can mention. and QL is the another median of this triangle, right? Now G is the point of concurrence of the median of the triangle PQR, that is nothing but the centroid. And we know that centroid of the triangle divides the median in the ratio of 2:1, in which GT is given to you of 2.5 units. So we have to find out the PG. How we can find out? Let's see. Given first, you can write down from the question. To find the length of PG and PT, we have to find solution. Now see the triangle PQR. GT is given to you 2.5 units. PG is to GT is equal to 2:1. We know that. The centroid divides each median in the ratio of 2:1. हमको पता है कि centroid जो है वो क्या करता है, median को 2:1 के ratio में divide करता है. Therefore, we can write PG upon GT is equal to 2/1. Therefore, PG upon GT, that is nothing but 2.5, is equal to 2/1. So PG upon GT, that is 2.5, is equal to 2/1. When you transpose this 2.5 to the right hand side, so you will get PG is equal to 2 into 2.5. Therefore, PG we are getting 5.0 units. But we have to find out the PT also. So how we can find out the PT? PT is nothing equals to PG plus GT, because P, GT, they both are the collinear points. So PG is of 5 units, GT is of 2.5 units. Therefore, we are getting PT is of 7.5 units.